First opened way back in 1924, but renovated in 2002. There's a look inside venerable Soldier Field in Chicago.
Today we've got a matchup here in pivotal Week 7, as it'll be the New Orleans Saints taking on the Chicago Bears.
Getting toward the halfway point of the NFL season, Week 7 is underway on EA Sports. And they will not get a chance to return this one. It's through the back of the end zone for a touchback. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
Here we go, set.
They'll fake the give, and here's Rattler.
A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
You look at this Bears defense.
They were very strong in that victory from a week ago.
I have to admit, I was extremely impressed by what I saw. They ended up getting 4 sacks in the game, stayed in the face of the quarterback the entire time, made it difficult for him to step up and find receivers downfield.
And that's what they told us this week, that pressure on the QB is key.
Ready up.
2nd and 10.
Set, ready. 10 blocks, cut.
They'll throw. Here's Rattler. And this throw incomplete. The defender all over him that time, but it's going to lead to 3rd down.
Against a team coming off a win, just as your team did the previous week, you talk about being physical all game long. Sometimes being physical is just being on the spot and helping force the incompletion.
Crowd getting in it a bit already. Here's an early 3rd and 10.
Ready. Dog red, yellow, 22.
And Shaheed going to go in motion.
Set.
Rattler wants to throw it.
Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
That was their first 3rd down try of the game, and clearly something was off in the execution of that play. Good news, they've got a whole game left to clean that up and start clicking on those key 3rd down throws.
And a fair catch called for and made at the 12-yard line. So a change of possession here on the punt. And it'll be 1st and 10 Bears from deep in their own territory. Looking to put a drive together.
From the shotgun, a throw for Williams.
Open man is Higgins. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And they'll be left with a 2nd and about a foot.
10 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and inches at the 23-yard line.
What is up?
On the ground, this is Joe Mixon. And he'll go down just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. 2 yards, good enough for a first.
That's good.
For the Bears in a perfect 5-0 here to begin the campaign. They've certainly found their groove of late, winners of 5 in a row.
And this team is absolutely playing their best football right now. This is the best that we've seen them play in a long time, partner. Sky's the limit as far as they're concerned. Their confidence really soaring.
To throw, it's Williams. There's a short one caught by Loveland.
And he's going to be out up around the 45-yard line. And a nice gain of 21 yards.
You don't always expect tight ends to be big in terms of run after the catch, but after that play, he joins a growing band of players that's putting that stereotype right on its ear.
Mixon with a first down carry. And shedding him off, now open field. And he's going to take this across the 50 and into Saints territory. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
Brings up 2nd and 4.
Again, it's Mixon. And he'll fight forward maybe to the line of scrimmage, but that's all. No gain on the play that time, and they'll look to convert on what will be a 3rd and 4.
3rd and 4.
You look at this Saints defense. They come into this one way down at number 23 against the run of the NFL.
And this group talks all the time about wanting to be better, getting stronger against the run. And to me, it all starts up front. You've got to win the line of scrimmage in order to play against the run very well.
Williams from the gun on 3rd down. Oh, he had him. He was open, but he couldn't get it to him. It's incomplete. Well, the other day they told us when we've got 3rd and 5 or less, we have to be able to convert. And I guess every team would say that, Charles, but an opportunity missed there.
What they were trying to tell us is they believe it's a matchup game at that point, and they liked some matchups that they had, thought they could exploit them, unable to do so on that play.
They'll break the huddle here and go for it. This is 4th down. They'll go. Here's Williams. There's a short one caught by Logan. And he's got the first down yardage before he's brought down at the 42. They're able to keep the drive alive. 7 yards that time, and the decision to go for it proves to be a good one. To throw, Williams. They'll set up the screen here to Mixon. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. A really nice gain of 25 yards.
And that was a beautifully executed screen pass. He let the rushers get upfield and get the escorts in front, meaning the offensive linemen, other blockers out in front. Completed the pass beautifully. So now you've got all that open space with big guys leading the way.
Vegas! Yes! Tempo! Yes!
Williams going to look to throw again. This is caught. And the Bears are going to be set up with a 1st and goal on a pass play that moves them all the way down to the 1.
Oh, nice job there putting the ball right in the doorstep of the goal line. Couldn't quite get it to pay dirt, but he got awfully close. Let's see if they can cash it in over the next couple of plays.
Here we go now on 1st and goal. Mixon is into the end zone for a Bears touchdown. So that a great sequence for these guys to begin the ball game. They force the punt on one end and come right down the field and score on the other.
And that's a great example of leaning on each other and building a little momentum that way. How about the defense forcing the punt, turns it over to the offense with confidence, and then take it downfield and score.
Santos able to tack on the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game. Now after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away. And no thought of bringing this one out. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll begin at the 35-yard line.
At their own 35-yard line.
Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense.
Let's go.
And the last drive, the first drive for them, not very good. 3 and out. What do they go to here?
Well, you don't look down at your play sheet and say, this is what the problem is. Now let's find out who my playmakers are. Get the ball in their hands and maybe the offense will move a little bit.
Sometimes it's more important to get it to the right people rather than dialing up the right number.
Exactly.
Or the right play, yeah.
That too.
Second down and 4.
Here we go. 10 cycles. Clock 40. Set, hut.
Here's Rattler. Finding Taysom Hill complete. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40.
first catch for him on the afternoon, and it results in a first down.
Well, it certainly feels like there are more stars at the tight end position than there were even 10 years ago. And I think it's become more of a glamour position because of the ways it can hurt a defense, and guys want to be involved. They can be in line, close to the line of scrimmage. They can split out like receivers. But hands, route running, speed, and some toughness to go across the middle, you put it all together, you got a heck of a tight end candidate.
At the 40-yard line.
After 7-0 on EA Sports. The Saints with a football here to begin quarter number 2, as they've got it with a 2nd and 10.
Down. Fight. 90. Ready.
To the air is Rattler. Pressure, and he's taken down. A Bear sack. Montez Sweat in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year.
Well, the pass rush has been a real strength of late. They know how to get after the quarterback.
Absolutely. 4 sacks last week. That's their first one here. Anything in particular you've seen from them or on film?
I think that they're winning athletically up front, winning those one-on-one battles, but also when the offensive line wants to keep everyone in and mass protect, they know how to scheme their way back to the quarterback as well.
Out to the flat. That's complete to his running back. And they'll be inside the 35 now at the 34-yard line. Would have been a decently long field goal, 51 yards from here, but instead they're going to go for it. They'll go. Here's Rattler. Able to find the open man. That's complete. Touchdown, New Orleans. Alvin Kamara with career touchdown number 96. He joins Eric Dickerson on the all-time list. And the Saints take a chance, but they find pay dirt on 4th and goal. Extra point by Ryland, up and good. And we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And this one definitely not in the landing zone. In fact, it's over the back line. So this is going to come out to the 35. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And they'll be looking to build off of a nice drive last time, a drive that really relied on the quarterback.
Making good decisions, distributing the ball well, distributing it accurately, keeping it away from danger. A really nicely run drive.
But now the defense, what adjustment? That's caught inside the 20. And he is in. Touchdown, Chicago. Luther Burden, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Bears have taken the lead. Santos with the extra point. And that makes the score 14-7. Now after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away. And they'll let that one go as it skips through the back of the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 35-yard line.
The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started. They trail a 1-score deficit, 14-7 as they come up 1st and 10. To the right side and intercepted.
Daxton Hill puts it off.
And he'll get this back to the 32-yard line.
CD, I know it's just his second year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape, he's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, second year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting.
Nowhere to turn here, he's going to go down. Back at about the 37-yard line.
Chase Young
in there to get him. It's a loss of 5.
So second and long, and got to be careful not to fall out of field goal range. Play action. Now Williams. He'll look middle here and get it to Odunze.
So they'll get 8 out of that completion. And now 3rd down and 6 to go.
That's a gain of 8. Makes it 3rd and 6.
They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains. They'll go play action here with Williams.
Rolling to his right. And he'll just toss it away. So he throws it away, and that brings up 4th down.
Oh, that's going to hurt a bit because they needed to come through with a completion there. Now a drive that started with great field position is facing 4th down.
Santos' kick is up and through.
So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
After the made field goal, Santos back out there to kick it away. And that'll be a little too hot to handle as it will skip through the end zone for a touchback here. Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense.
Here we go. Here we go.
For this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive, because remember last time out they threw the interception on the very first play.
And you can't afford to let this defense keep building any more momentum. They're playing awfully well, and they're awfully confident right now. To me, it's time to attack and take some of that momentum back. But make sure you're selective in doing so. Understand where you want to throw the football and make sure it's open before the ball leaves your hands.
And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
But there's an incompletion, partner, and the struggles through the air continue because so far their lack of passing production has led to a lack of points.
Throwing is Rattler. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he is going to have a Saints first down. It's a gain of 6 that time on 3rd and 2.
First down, New Orleans.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw.
Oh, he was hit as he threw it there, and that one winds up incomplete.
This defense is going to have to finish the job. There's still a second half that they have to play. But so far, an absolute total effort. They've disrupted the passing game, stressed the pocket for the quarterback. They forced him into errant throws. Everything they're doing has been executed well.
Over the middle and complete to Shaheed.
And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Bears 33.
It's a gain of 17 yards. First down, Saints.
Throwing once more. Here's Rattler.
He completes it to Olave. And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. Two big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal.
From the gun, here's Rattler.
And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
This is a half where not just the coverage, but the entire defense is setting the tone in this game.
Nothing on first down, so the ball remains at the 8-yard line. 2nd and goal.
Ready?
Now Rattler. trouble, and he'll go down back at the 12.
More than one defender there, and that's a loss of 5 on the sack.
Second goal, last thing you need to do is get pushed backwards to take a sack. But he couldn't find anywhere to go with the football, had to eat it, and ended up on the ground.
They've been denied touchdowns in the red zone twice already. Here comes 3rd and goal.
Olave over the middle.
10 yards gets them closer, but now it's 4th and goal. Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Can this defense hold them out? Here we go now. 4th and goal from the 2.
10 black, white blue. Black open. Dog red. You yellow. Steal. Chest steal. Ready.
Out of the gun. They'll look to throw. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. They try to throw on 4th and goal from the 2. And the Chicago defense able to come up with a goal line stand. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense.
And not an abundance of time remains on the clock, Charles, but you would think more than enough to try to extend this lead before intermission.
And when you're talking about extending the lead, I think you're talking about aiming for the end zone because there is plenty of time for that. The fallback is to get 3. But in your mind, you put 6 on the board right before the half. That's a heck of a dagger and great momentum to carry into the locker room.
To the air, Williams.
Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and it's going to be a first down. Well done. A good pickup there at 22. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down.
1st and 10 at the 44-yard line.
From the gun, here's Williams.
And the Saints pressure gets him. Brought down for a sack. Now the Bears going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on 2nd down.
Throwing is Williams. There's a short one caught by Loveland.
He'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion and would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication, and as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
Looking to throw is Williams. He's got his target. That's complete.
Yeah, he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10.
1st and 10 at the 28-yard line.
Vegas. 32. Yes.
They'll fake the give. Now Williams.
And that is caught. Touchdown, Bears.
Luther Burden
with his 2nd TD of the game, his 6th on the year. And the Bears will extend their lead in the final minute of the half. Santos able to tack on the extra point. And that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17. Now after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 35-yard line.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started.
97.
And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
A little under 30 seconds to go. We'll see how they play it here on 1st and 10. Rattler wants to throw it. It's hauled in by Brandon Cooks. And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49. The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 18 seconds to go in the first half. They'll throw. Here's Rattler. And he can't escape, and down he goes. Now we'll get a quick timeout called by New Orleans, number 2. So as they talk it over, we step aside.
Ready up.
Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long.
Here we go. Here we go. 33. Yellow. Ready.
He'll look to throw. Oh, everything falling apart now. Another one intercepted. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half.
The Bears take over 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line.
And they line up now for what will likely be the last play of the first half.
Here we go. Ready, shoot. Vegas, Vegas. Yes, yes, yes. Yes, yes. Yes, yes.
The final shot before break. Williams toward the right sideline, but it's incomplete. Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down. 2 still remain. We step aside. This is the NFL on EA Sports. We saw this franchise do this back in the 09 Super Bowl. The Saints will start the second half with an onside kick. Set to resume. Here we go with the second half. The Bears holding the lead and ready to receive the kick. A very interesting call and one that backfires. I know they're losing, Charles, but boy, to start the second half with the onside kick, risky.
Felt like a sense of urgency from their side, coupled with, you and I both know the special teams coordinators. They sell their key plays each and every week to the head coach, don't they? And I'll guarantee you he's been selling this one. We can get it, coach, we can get it. And that came together with that sense of urgency you talked about.
And a nice job to break free of one tackle, but it slowed his momentum somewhat, and he's taken down right after.
1-yard gain brings up 2nd and 9.
Vegas, Vegas. Yes, yes, yes.
Here's Williams. Blitz coming, and down he goes. It'll go in the books as a 7-yard loss on the sack, and it's 3rd down. The defense, they brought the house. That O-line, they were overwhelmed.
To put it mildly, because they didn't have enough bodies to block all the guys that came at them. Their best move, how they would have been better served, just turn around and yell, "Look out!" because here they come.
How to approach this. 3rd down and 16 yards to go.
Vegas, Vegas.
Off
the play fake. It's Williams.
A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
They certainly had good starting field position on that drive, but couldn't do anything with it after 3 plays. Have to admit that that's a disappointing end to excellent field position. When that drive started, they had 6 points that they were thinking about.
And how about this? 4th and long, and they're going to go for it.
What is it hard? Here we go. Yes, 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 yes. Punch first, punch first, punch first, punch first.
They'll go. Here's Williams.
That is caught. And he's going to get this inside the 30. That one good for 17 yards on 4th. Couldn't ask for much more from your offense there. First down.
First down. First and 10 at the 29-yard line.
Patty, Patty. Vegas, Vegas.
To throw, Williams. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. And the Saints are going to take over a couple of yards shy of midfield. Well, still down quite a bit here, several scores, but yeah, at least that's a start, Charles, getting the interception here. And look, we're still in the 3rd quarter, so this thing not done yet.
You're right about that, Brandon. This defense, they haven't quit on this game. They stayed with it and got an interception and handed the ball back to their offense. And what you wonder about is the team that just threw that interception, they got to be careful about developing a sense of complacency and thinking this game is over. If there's another stop, one of the league's best defenses is certainly bringing it again this week.
Now a 2nd and 10.
Trail green. Here we come.
To the air is Rattler. And that'll fall incomplete. He was hit just as he let that go. And now it's 3rd down.
Well, they certainly aren't letting up today, partner, because they've forced big turnovers already. And it's been incredibly tough for them to get yards against, let alone put points up on the board.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down.
Striker. Check striker.
There's Cooks in motion right.
Ready.
Rattler from the gun, 3rd down.
And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time.
Picked off by Jalen Johnson. And the Bears are going to have the short field here as they'll take over right at the 50.
Boy, so another interception, CD, and it feels like he's starting to unravel a little bit.
And as you would expect, still a work in progress here in his 2nd season. He has to start ironing out some of these mistakes, though, because now his head coach, his offensive coaches, they have to evaluate whether you keep playing him and let him work through it, or you start thinking about going to his backup.
48 yards now on the ground on just 7 carries.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
14 yards in a Chicago first down.
That's good for a Chicago Bears.
Now they'll on it into something else.
17-yard line.
Yes, 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 yes. Punch first. Yes, yes, yes. Temple, temple.
To throw, it's Williams.
And he just throws this one away. Smart decision here this close to the end zone, and it brings up 2nd down.
And a smart play there. He's probably saying, I wish I would have done that on the last drive instead of throwing the interception.
Glad you're with us from Soldier Field in Chicago. 3rd quarter here, 2nd and 10.
Punch first, punch first, punch first, punch first. Yes, yes, yes. Temple, temple.
sent the man in motion too late. This is going to be a delay.
So that flag will set him back 5 yards.
And now after the delay of game, they're operating behind the stick, 2nd and 15.
Vegas, guys, yeah. Punch first, punch first, punch first, punch first. Yeah. Level.
Back to throw. Williams.
Oh, Doozy wide open. It's complete.
That puts him in excellent position. 1st and goal after a gain of 19.
That's another Bears first down. 1st and goal at the 3-yard line.
To the air once more. Williams. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
And that could have been the lifeline they needed. This is a play that could have been made. Instead, it's just going to fall incomplete.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw.
They'll try and set up the screen to Swift.
And he is going to lose yardage here. So they'll wind up losing 5 yards on the play. And that'll bring up a 3rd down and goal.
Ready, shot. Vegas. Yes. Punch first. Level.
They'll look to throw for it with Williams. Eluding the pressure right. And this is caught. For the moment, it's a touchdown, but multiple flags down, so let's sort this out.
On is Santos for the Bears field goal.
This will be spotted at the 20, so it's a 30-yard attempt. Santos' kick is up and through, and that will extend their lead even further.
So the turnover leads to points as they add 3 there.
Yeah, what a sequence there, and a nice one for them. They force the interception, put together a little drive, and then come away with 3 points. Nothing to it, partner. Just do it.
After the made field goal, Santos back out there to kick it away. And they will not get a chance to return this one. It's through the back of the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 35-yard line.
Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense.
I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
Here's Rattler. Now a quick throw there, but it's going to be incomplete.
Well, partner, they've certainly played up to their top 10 defensive ranking this week. They've stifled this opposing offense throughout this game. This contest is now lopsided because of their efforts, and there's still a quarter to go.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down.
Yellow, 20.
Throwing is Rattler. Cooks on the quick slant. And he is going to have a Saints first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
38-yard pickup. First down, New Orleans.
Check, strike. Set, go. 52 blaster. Cut.
Now a first down carry. It's Kamara. And he'll be taken down after a decent gain, and that will bring us to the end of this 3rd quarter of play. 3 quarters have come and gone. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. 2nd and a couple.
Set. 10 cycles. Ready?
And he'll go down. The Bears get there for the sack. Montez Sweat picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
I remember throughout my career hearing defensive coaches always say, guys, you got to earn the right to rush the passer. And they put themselves in a great spot with this big lead, and they know they've got to throw the ball.
These pass rushers have to be salivating. It is pin your ears back time indeed. And he's just going to be short here, barely, maybe by a half a foot. It'll be 4th and inches. They'll go. Here's Rattler. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. Felt compelled to go for it there on 4th down, trailing in the 4th quarter. They got it done.
And there's always a lot of pressure on a 4th down call. Doesn't matter the distance. You stop to get it done, as you noted, and they did.
And too much juice. It'll be out of bounds, incomplete.
And they're at the point of the ball game now where they've got to take some chances. They've got to put the ball in the air and just see what happens. But this defense knows that all too well.
38.
Is Shaheed going to go in motion? Back to the ground. It's Kamara. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves them with 3rd and 9 looming.
Here we go. Set. Blue. 32. Ready.
He had a man open, but he missed him, and it's incomplete.
They lead big, and a major part of that has been how they've taken their play to a whole new level this 2nd half. No points allowed since the break, and you can add another incompletion to the total number that they've forced in this runaway contest.
Ultra. Go striker. Check striker. Hut, hut.
On 4th down, here's Rattler. Working the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And inside the 20 before he's brought down.
It's a gain of 17 yards. And the Saints.
Rattler working out of the gun. And he's caught by Olave. Touchdown, New Orleans.
Touchdown.
An 18-yard touchdown grab. And the Saints have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th. Extra point by Ryland, up and good. And that cuts this lead down to 13. 2 scores down, 3 timeouts left. Still a chance if they can somehow get this one back. And this one won't bounce their way. It's covered up by the hands team. The risk-reward of the onside kick. When you don't get it, the risk comes out to play. And here they gave up great field position.
And that's the key to everything, because you're trying your best to press advantages when you have them, and field position leads you to that type of play calling, and whether you want to blitz or whether you want to throw the ball deep, those types of things. Now they've given up that type of field position, the advantage is switched to their opponent.
Oh, he faked it with a juke. Now he's got some room. Touchdown, Chicago. Rome Odunze, 45 yards. And the Bears add on to their lead, and it's looking like that win streak is going to extend another week. Now the point after try for Santos. And that one pushes the lead up to an even 20.
Makes the score Bears 34, Saints 14.
Now after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21.
First and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. Remember, they have won 3 straight, but getting to 4 straight does not appear to be in the cards as they are in a big fourth-quarter hole. He lets it go deep for Olave. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
I like the fact that he took the shot deep downfield. Even if you don't get the catch, maybe you get a defensive penalty and pick up the yardage that way.
On the double.
Here's 2nd and 10.
Set, ready. Yellow. Ready.
Now Rattler drops this off to Kamara out of the backfield. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. He'll get 15 and a Saints first down. Clock management definitely critical here if they want to get back in this game.
Absolutely agreed. They have to up the tempo in this case, down a couple of scores. Want to make sure they have a chance to win this ball game.
Ready.
Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. Back to Kamara for another catch. It'll go as a gain of 4. And it'll be 2nd down. Rattler going to look to throw again. And just not enough on the throw there. Down around his feet and incomplete.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration of body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
12, cluster, 6.
Back to throw again. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
That's coverage you'd expect to see in a tie game late. Not in a lopsided game like this. They are not letting up.
And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter, let's see how this plays out. And he's brought down. Can't do anything with a football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
Vegas, Vegas! Yes! Punch stars!
To the air, Williams. There's a short one caught by Loveland. And he'll head out of bounds inside the 10. Mark it down at the 9. The end result, 21 yards.
That's good for a Chicago Bears.
Looking to throw is Williams. And it's caught. Touchdown. Rome Odunze with now 2 fourth-quarter touchdowns. And the Bears are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Santos with the extra point. And that stretches the lead all the way up to 27.
Cairo Santos to kick off for Chicago.
Now after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away. And they'll let that one go as it skips through the back of the end zone for a touchback. Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense.
Come on, set.
Well, we said it at halftime that they would need a nearly perfect second half to erase that deficit that they were facing, CD. But unfortunately, the second half has pretty much been a carbon copy of the first.
Yeah, that early lead was almost insurmountable the way their opponent was playing. And, partner, they do have some good news, though. This one is getting close to being over, and they can try and hit the reset button starting tomorrow.
This to the sideline and over everybody. Incomplete. No flags forthcoming, though. Maybe a break there. That looked like a clear throwaway to me.
Set, ready. Cut.
Rattler wants to throw it. Pressure, and he's taken down. A Bear sack. They'll wind up losing 10 on the sack, and it'll lead to a 3rd and long.
We'll see where they go for this play call. Obviously tough in this spot, backed up.
45, right.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw.
They'll get this out to Kamara.
And it's a room to roam now. Alvin Kamara. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans.
Alvin Kamara.
His second touchdown of the afternoon.
And the Saints get a small measure of revenge as they cut into this fourth quarter deficit.
And now this defense trying to use the clock to their advantage. They'll take the timeout here with 2:08 left. And then they'll have another stop coming up at the 2-minute warning. And they're going to get the 2-point conversion, caught in the end zone. And that cuts the lead a bit further. So still lots of work left to do, but here comes the onside kick. Oh, the Saints recovered it. New Orleans football. So the onside kick is recovered. And, you know, I always thought, Charles, as someone who didn't play these positions, that going over the middle as a receiver or trying to recover an onside kick, those are two very tough things to do.
It takes a lot of fortitude to put yourself in that position, but you have to do it in order to help your team win.
Unable to recover it, it costs him. The kicking team gets the football here.
And he'll be taken down after a gain of about 8, as that will lead us to the 2-minute warning.
A gain of 8 there on the play. And that'll bring up a second down in just a couple.
They'll throw. Here's Rattler.
Little short pass here to Hill.
4 yards the pickup, first down.
A gain of 4 yards. First down, Saints.
Ready?
From the gun, here's Rattler. And that one going to come up short. Low throw.
This has been a rough one, to put it mildly, for him. And after this one's done, you just feel like at the post-game press conference, this team's going to have a lot of questions and definitely not a lot of answers.
So line of scrimmage still the 39 on 2nd and 10.
50 green. Need old blue. Ready?
To the air once more is Rattler. And this one too low.
He started out having some troubles back in the first half connecting with his receivers. Really hasn't gotten a whole lot better.
Yeah, he's a less than 50%, and you and I both know that just won't do. So I would think about spreading things out, putting it on the receivers, make them win those one-on-one battles on the perimeter and find their way open.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions.
33, yellow. Hey, red. Ready.
Again, he'll drop the throw. Under pressure, and down he goes. It's a loss of 10 on the sack, and it leads to 4th. Offensively, they're going to have to figure this out before next week. 7 sacks in one game.
Yeah, and that's more than any quarterback should have to bear. And if this continues on, there will be another quarterback in the game, because no one can stand up to this week after week.
Red, cycle. Hut, hut.
Got to try it here. He's back to throw. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And that'll be just about all she wrote for this one. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive.
And it's all but certain that this win streak is going to extend another week. Just another tremendous performance in this one.
A well-executed 22-yard gain.
That's good for the Chicago Bears.
That one looks like he'll throw here. And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away, incomplete. Now that'll bring up 2nd down. The incompletion there stops the clock. Any surprise they're throwing here late?
Ordinarily, yes, because you would think enough is enough. They've got plenty of lead, but I've seen this a bunch of times as well. The defense is going to crowd the line of scrimmage. If you just hand it off inside, you're getting your running back popped a lot as well. Sometimes the defense dictates it. If they're going to crowd it, you may have no other choice but to throw it downfield. I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really.
Yes. Vegas, Vegas. Yes.
To throw once more, here's Williams.
Escaping the pressure right.
He had him. He was open, but he couldn't get it to him. It's incomplete.
Third down is a down. Both sides know they absolutely have to win. And the name of the game for the defense is pressure on the quarterback. But pressure on the quarterback with contact, that's how you end up winning it.
And with things looking pretty good on the scoreboard, they're going to keep the offense out there and go for it here on fourth.
They'll go. Here's Williams.
And they hit him as he throws, as this one's going to go straight down to the turf. Incomplete. The Bears tried it on fourth down, unable to convert. And it'll be a turnover on downs.
On the set.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. This is just an exercise in futility. Do you even bother running a play here offensively?
I wouldn't, because now is not going to erase what's happened during the game. So after it's over, you're going to go to the film, find out where the game was really lost. But this is not a situation now where you're going to make up for anything.
We'll see what they do here.
10 cycles. Black 40. Ready?
One final shot. They'll look to throw. Rush coming in. He's taken down. Late hold everything. A timeout has been called. Seemingly silly with 1 second remaining in this game.
They need 12 here. It's third down.
Yellow. 20. Hey, go Fury. Steal. Check steal. 10.
Off the play fake. It's Rattler. He's got his target. That's complete.
And they work this well upfield across the 45.
So it's the Bears who come away with the victory, and it was thanks in large part to the play of their second-year quarterback.
Yeah, he really carved this defense up, didn't he? Threw for almost 400 yards, had 4 touchdown passes, and when he gets back to the locker room, there's a game ball definitely in his future. I can guarantee you that.